Hey everyone, my name's Eric. I'm the lead designer at Hoseki, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through connecting a multi-sig account to Hoseki. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is navigate to our claims section, and then underneath connect a new hardware wallet, we're going to select the multi-sig option. Now we're going to see just a brief introduction with an animation and some copy that explains what we need. So to perform this process, we'll need to first identify your wallet. So we'll need your wallet's output descriptor. Then after that, we'll need to sign a message with the keys that are required to sign for the wallet. So let's go ahead and hit next. And what we're doing now is we're going to be identifying the wallet by uploading your multi-sig output descriptor. Or if you're comfortable, you can go into Sparrow and you can just copy and paste the descriptor here. In this case, I already have the descriptor on my desktop, so I'm just going to upload it. Hoseki is now going to read the output descriptor. It's going to identify the wallet and identify the quorum. So it successfully identified that this is a 2 out of 3 multi-sig here. We can see that 2 keys are highlighted in orange, indicating that those are the 2 keys that are required to sign for this multi-sig. And then we have the option to name it. I'm just going to call this primary multi-sig. Next, we land on the multi-sig home screen where we'll need to actually sign messages for each individual key. And that lets us prove ownership of that device. And then once you've signed for the amount of keys that are required to broadcast a transaction for this device, then you've proven that you have control over that multi-sig. And now you can use the funds on that multi-sig as part of your Hoseki statement. So let's start with the first key, which is a Trezor, which I have handy right over here. So I'm going to select Trezor. I'm going to get a introductory screen that lets me know what to do, what to prepare. The first thing I need to do is unlock my Trezor. So I'm going to go ahead and do that quickly. Okay, great. Now that I've unlocked my Trezor, I'm going to go ahead and continue. And we're letting you know now that we're going to verify that the device that you've connected is part of your multi-sig. So we're going to perform a check to make sure that it matches the information provided in the output descriptor. So Hoseki is now going to check the device. We're going to open up the Trezor SDK to ask for read-only permissions to look at the output descriptor and derivation paths of the device. I'm just going to approve these. We're going to check the device. And Hoseki has successfully identified that this wallet is part of the multi-sig. So I'm just going to go ahead and now name this device. I'm going to call it the orange Trezor. And we can see that that device has now been marked as identified. So we've successfully identified that device as part of the multi-sig, but now what we need to do is prove that we have the ability to control it by signing a message. So we have some screens here that let you know exactly kind of what to get into. We provide some context that explains what message signing is, an animation that attempts to kind of illustrate that at a high level. Message signing is proving that you have control over the signing device. It is not broadcasting a transaction, and it is not compromising your private key. And what we're going to do is ask you to sign a message. And over here, you could see the information that we're going to ask you to verify on your hardware wallet, the message that we're going to have you sign, the address, and the derivation path. So now that I see this, I'm going to hit Proof Control, and the Trezor SDK is going to open. I'm going to select the device. I'm going to authorize it. And now it says to follow the instructions on my device. So I'm looking at my Trezor right now, and I can see a derivation path. I'm going to look here at the screen here, make sure that derivation path matches. I'll confirm that on my Trezor. Now I see the signing address. I'm going to take a look at the signing address here. I see that matches. I'm going to confirm that. And now I see the message. So I can see the message on my screen. I see that it matches the message on my Trezor device. So I'm going to confirm that. Hoseki is now going to just validate that signature, and we've successfully verified the first key in our multi-sig quorum. So now what we need to do is verify the second key. And once we do that, we've proven ownership or control of this multi-sig. So I'm just going to quickly run through the ledger signing process. It'll be largely the same. So I'll just speed run that quickly. We're going to perform the same steps. We're going to verify that that ledger signing device is part of the multi-sig. I'm going to name the device. We're now going to show that the device is identified, and I'm going to be asked to sign a message confirming ownership of the ledger. So I'm going to do that here on my ledger device. I see that it's asking me to sign a message. I'm going to review the information, sign the message. And because I've now signed for 2 out of 3 devices of that multi-sig, I can see that this multi-sig ownership claim is now verified. And now I can use the funds in that multi-sig as part of my Hoseki statement. So that's it. That's how you connect a multi-sig with Hoseki. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, please reach out to me. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you.